Hello, my name is Blaze Becker, and this is Mock Therapy, Session 2. Before we start, I just wanted to, let you know about a couple of things. First and foremost, that this is it's a mock session, it's mock therapy. It's not real medical advice. I'm a student. Everything that, is said here is, to help improve my practice. So take that with some consideration. And the other thing I wanted to bring up too is this idea of informed consent. Do you know what informed consent is?
We talked a little bit prior, yes.
Okay, so that's good. Just to go over it, really quick again, before, just so you know, I am a mandatory reporter, so I will have to break our confidentiality, right? If what you say, I believe, is something to indicate a danger to yourself or others, right? Because it's my duty to protect you and others. If I have reason to think.
Wait, Blaze.
Oh, it's still recording. If I have reason to think that that there is abuse going on, either to a minor or an elder or other protected member of the population, so people with disabilities, etc. I will also have to report on that. And the last one doesn't really come up as often, but it's court mandated, right? If something happens and a judge has a subpoena for their record, I would have to give that over to them. But I would let you know before that happened, of course, and go over what is being shared and to the extent of what you would you'd like to be shared. Do you have any questions or?
No.
Okay, so thank you for coming in today and making time. So what brings you in?
I've been feeling a bit just anxious recently.
Right.
I think best way of describing it.
Right. This anxiety. When do you normally feel it?
Most of the time, if not all the time.
So it's like pretty persistent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How often would you say that you experience this anxiety on a day-to-day basis?
In various ways throughout the day.
Tell me how that affects you.
Makes me stressed.
How stressed?
Like, scale of 1 to 10?
Whatever feels most comfortable for you. If you want to use 1 to 10, we can roll right with that.
Okay, well, on that metric, I'd say like a 6 to 7.
Okay, yeah. So it's pretty up there. You said that you had this anxiety. It's around a lot. It kind of follows you. If I'm getting that right.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think it could be stemming from?
I mean, I don't really know.
Oh, okay. So it sort of just appears. Okay. That sounds really frustrating in a sense of it.
Definitely frustrating.
So I think with that in mind, something that's really important, to have here in therapy is, for us to share some common goals, because not only does it, help me out, to help you, but I also think it's good too, right, to have goals that you think are really, are going to benefit you and help you in the long run. We don't have to discuss those now. We can talk about those later, but I want to bring it, back to you. Put the focus on you if you're comfortable with that.
Sure.
Yeah. So, I'm thinking. You said you don't know what causes this anxiety, right?
Yeah.
Could you describe what it feels like, though, when you have this anxiety? Does it manifest in some other way?
it's like heart racing, I guess,
Right.
and warm.
Warm.
I always feel very warm.
And when do you notice this anxiety normally occurring? Does it happen at work, at school? Seemingly random?
It feels seemingly random sometimes.
Oh, okay. So, tell me a little bit, more about what it is that you do in your day to day.
Well, I'll wake up, I'll get my coffee,
Right.
make some breakfast, walk my dog,
Mm.
feed my other animals. I'll go to school,
Mm.
work at home.
It looks like it doesn't feel particularly exciting, or maybe it doesn't always feel as exciting. Am I getting that right?
Yeah.
For you, what does it mean to do something that excites you? If it's not these other activities that you have to do, what would you like to do?
I mean, that I really just, I don't know, I haven't figured it out about myself yet.
Yeah.
I've always jumped between things. Like, I'm a business major right now. It's stereotypical one you choose when you don't know what else to go for.
Right. Did you imagine yourself picking this path, still staying with it?
I mean, kind of, there's a part of it that's intriguing, but mostly it's just boring.
Or
It feels very mundane, and just like I'll be working forever,
yeah, the working forever. What feelings do you have, surrounding that thought?
Definitely a lot of I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe.
Yeah.
I think sadness and disappointment, anger, frustration, a lot of different emotions.
Yeah. I guess something else that I'm really curious, sitting here, talking to you is just, how do you manage and cope with all of that? You have, on the one hand, you have this stress, right, that sort of like lingers behind you, right, on a day to day. And on the other side of it, right, it sort of sounds like you feel almost like stuck.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way of phrasing it.
Do you have another way of phrasing it? I want to understand your perspective.
It does kind of feel like I'm stuck, but it also feels like there's like a ladder for me to easily be able to get myself out of the hole, and I just choose not to take it.
You choose not to take it. Why do you choose not to take the ladder?
I don't know, maybe it would just show I was weak. That I couldn't get myself out.
Does your experience, being a woman could come into any play of this? Do you think it's possible that it shapes, some of the feelings around, that, feeling that you have to do it on your own?
I guess I've never really thought about it that way, but that, it does definitely apply.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard being a woman sometimes. There's a lot of issues.
Yeah.
And a lot of things are just so tough.
Yeah. And I'm sure.
Misunderstandings and misogyny. Like, it makes it even harder to accept help from anyone.
Was it hard coming here to therapy today?
A little.
Yeah.
It definitely was. I contemplated just canceling, not going. Because I didn't know if it was important, especially, no offense, as a masculine presenting person, it makes it hard sometimes because it's hard for me to trust.
Yeah. No, and then that makes complete and total sense. And going to the future, if there's anything that you would want to discuss of things that I could do that could make you feel more comfortable, please let me know. This is an inclusive space, and it's my goal that when you come here, not only do you feel understood, but I also want you to feel like that the help is there and it's available. Because the other part I think people don't discuss often, with therapy, is that it's an incredibly brave thing to do, just to come here into here in the first place.
I appreciate that. It definitely didn't feel like bravery at the time, but I'm glad I came, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm here.
You had mentioned, before it didn't feel like bravery. What did it feel like coming here?
It felt like pushing myself through, I guess.
Right.
Just, there's that logical part of me that knows that it's good to be here.
And what does this logical part tell you? What is it saying that, helps you get here, or help, motivate you to be here in this space?
I guess I'd say, the stuff I've heard from friends and family as well about, I have a pretty supportive family, which is nice, and I'm very grateful. So I know a lot of people don't have that.
Yeah.
But it took them having a lot of convincing, especially my little sibling.
Well, what's their name? Your little sibling, if you don't mind me asking.
Alex.
Oh, that's a really cool name. And I think it's amazing that you have your family that's out here supporting you in this. And, it always feels almost in a way like more special, and you know, more important when other people like, you know, are encouraging you to, you know, to get help.
Yeah.
Mm.
It does, because it made the emotional part of me feel a little bit better about doing it, but
Mm-hmm.
it made it feel that, like, I definitely wouldn't have ever scheduled the appointment had it not been for that.
Yeah. So how do you feel, you know, right now? It's, you know, been about 10, 13 minutes, you know, here in session. You know, how does it just feel, you know, being here in this present experience in this room?
It feels nice. It's a good experience.
Yeah.
Like, I do feel better, like a bit better. I've come to at least realize a couple things.
What have you come to realize?
That maybe I'm a bit avoidant with my family and friends, and that's why they reached out in the first place. That's why they came to me and were like, you should get some help.
Right. Well, I'm looking here at our session time, and it's coming near an end, and I just, you know, want to go through a recap just to make sure that we're on the same track, right? When you know, come in earlier, you had mentioned that you had this, you know, like anxiety, right? And it, you know, it followed you around. It wasn't debilitating, at least not from what you described, but it was enough that it was, you know, giving you, you know, distress in other places. And today we also touched about, you know, how it's been hard, you know, the ask and, you know, the reach for help. And I think that's a really significant, you know, step made here today, is that you are here, you are getting help, and, you know, we just want to foster that, you know, as best as possible. I really hope, you know, to get to see you, you know, more around in future sessions. Is there anything else that you want to talk about, bring up, information, resources?
Is there any resources for pantries around this area that would be able to hand out some food or anything like that?
Sorry, could you rephrase it one more time? My hearing was a little bit bad.
Is there any food pantries nearby?
Food pantries?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go out, you know, after this session. I'll go back to my computer real quick, come back with some, you know, information that pertains to that.
Right, thank you.
Yeah.